If let's say some of you guys are complaining about our interest rate being 2.6% for HDB and thinking that our bank rates are actually very high, that's why they want to pay early. That I will debunk all that myths. Later on we can see actually how much other countries are paying for their mortgage rate. Okay, so this also helps you. Okay, this segment itself, this video also hopes to help you if let's say you are comparing your HDB loan and want to refinance to the bank loan. Okay, you can go to this website itself. Okay, so that you can compare. Okay, the loan compare it. You can compare the loan, how much you'll be paying monthly and how much saving that you can make. And from there, you can make a decisive decision on whether or not to go ahead with HDB or bank loan. Okay, but just to let you know, HDB loan has always been at 2.6% for the past decade or so. Okay, so it is very stable. Okay, it is not like the banks where they fluctuate up and down. Okay, and there is no safety. If let's say safety is safety, or you are not so risk adverse. Okay, HDB loan is actually also okay at this current moment. Okay, so I will be sharing some of my screen. Okay, just context. Okay, if currently in Singapore for banks, okay, at this moment, interest rate is hovering around 1.5 to 1.8%. Okay, for bank loans, and HDB is 2.6%. Okay, for our counterparts, foreign counterparts, for example, the Chinese people, the people in China. Okay, so I call them Chinese, but Singaporean also got Chinese. So sorry. Okay, so the China people, okay, are paying about 5.5% based on the last information I got. For in the United States, they are paying about 4.5%. Okay, the last I checked. Okay, I believe the rates will be updated, but this will be based on the comparison that I will be sharing with you. Okay, so how do I compare the loan? Okay, you can actually go to this website, mortgagecalculator.org. Okay, usually for my clients, I have an app to show them. Okay, but if let's say you are doing it at home, you can go to mortgagecalculator.org to help with the loan comparison. Okay, I'm going to share my screen to show you what I'm talking about. Okay. Okay. So if you go log into mortgagecalculator.org, okay, there will be this thing. Okay, loan comparison calculator. Click on it, and you'll go to this page. Okay, that you can compare three types of loan. Okay, so for today's video, I'll be comparing a loan. If let's say you take a 400,000 loan, okay, most likely you're buying a HDB. Okay, so it's maximum for HDB is 25 years. If let's say you're buying a private, the loan will be 30 years. Okay, so in Singapore, I put it as 1.8%, and our foreign counterparts is about 5.5%. Okay, here you can see that this is based on the US. Okay, is 4.38 30-year fixed. So this is like our HDB. So our HDB is also like 30 years, but every 3 months they change. Okay, but it has not been changed at 2.6%. So for US itself, okay, the current mortgage rate is about 4.381% for a 30-year fix. Okay, for banks in Singapore, they do not do a 30-year fix. I believe DBS has the longest fixed term, I believe so. Okay, which is 5 years. The rest of the banks usually do either SORA rate, where it is a variable fixed rate, or they will do a 2-year fixed term. Okay, then you have to refinance every 2 years or so. Okay, so for this case itself, okay, I'm using a loan, giving an example of a 400,000 loan. Okay, and the last loan here, the loan three, it will be comparing the HDB loan. Okay, so this is also beneficial for those who are thinking of switching, whether you have any cost saving or how much is the cost saving, because Just to let you know, okay, for refinancing, there will need to be a conveyancing lawyer to help you with the conveyancing or the change of from bank to from HDB to bank, and also if let's say every 2 years you are refinancing, there is also a conveyancing fee. Okay, so let's head to it. Okay, so here I put Singapore as 1.8, the foreign counterparts in average about 5.5, and HDB is at 2.6. Okay, if you see here, okay, firstly, you see, of course, if let's say you take a bank in Singapore, okay, 1.8 is also the highest. Actually, I'm using the highest at the moment that I know, based on my knowledge so far. Okay, 1.8 is the highest at this moment on the 26th of March 2022. If tomorrow they change, okay, so don't take my word for it. This one I just put an example. Okay, so it's about 1.656, 1.6K per month you're paying. Okay, our foreign counterpart will be paying about 2.4K, and if let's say you take a HDB loan, it's about 1.8K. So it's about it's about $200 difference if let's say from bank to HDB. But the same amount that people in overseas are paying for their property, they will be paying about $800. Okay, that is quite huge. Okay, if you see the principal is 400, we will be paying a total interest of $97,000. Okay, our foreign counterparts will be paying almost the same amount. Okay, means 400, they will pay about 340,000 on the interest. So that is actually a huge amount of money. They could have saved this money if let's say, so that is why, okay, if you see, if this is why they are coming to Singapore to buy property in Singapore. Okay, the difference itself is quite marginal, about $250,000. $250,000. So they think, even with that, if let's say they buy those high end, more expensive quantum of property, like $1 million property, imagine the number of savings they could have saved. Okay, I think 1 million would be easily, just if let's say they buy a property in their home country at 5.5%. Okay, 1 million property would cost them, the cost them means the interest that they will be paying is close to 1 million or so. So if let's say they buy a property in Singapore, will only cost them about 200,000, so a cost saving of about 800,000. So they are willing to pay the ABSD, or the additional bank stamp duty for foreigners. Okay, so that's why I feel, that Singapore itself, okay, has that advantage because of our interest rate, which is quite low comparing to our foreign counterparts. Okay, oops, okay, let me show you the screen again. Sorry. Okay, so that's the advantage of us being a Singaporean. Okay, then again, if let's say you put a compare HDB and a bank loan, okay, there's a cost saving over the years of 25 years about about $40,000. Okay, $47,000 like that. Okay, the conveyancing fee can cost from 1,000 to 3,000 depending on the lawyer, depending on what scope of work they need to do. Okay, for this, the rates are all by the lawyers. You can contact me also. I can maybe can recommend you some lawyers that you can be able to use. Okay, there's no fees on contacting me with regards to the lawyers. If let's say you're planning to change your HDB to bank, or you want to refinance your current bank loan to the new rate, which is about 1.8%. Okay, as of today, what I have through my knowledge. Okay, just now I was talking about the, if let's say it's a higher quantum property. Quantum means that the price of the house is higher means those more expensive house. Okay, let's say we say 1 million. 1 million would now, so HDB is already costing 1 million. Okay, so I just take it as a general private property at 1 million. Okay, we can take a 30 years loan. So just look at loan one and loan two. Okay, this one I'll just close first. Okay, so 1 million, 1.8. So I was tell, oh, Am I missing a zero? Okay, so I was telling you about, okay, if let's say a person take a $1 million loan at 30 years at 1.8% currently, okay, they will pay about 3.5%, sorry, 3.6K per month, and at their, a foreigner paying at, or anyone paying at 5.5% will be paying about 5.7%. Okay, if you see, uh, our interest rate, our interest is only about 300K. Okay, then for a person paying at 5.5% will be paying almost the same as what they borrow over the course of 30 years. Okay, so that is why, okay, there's a cost saving of 700,000. Okay, so that is why currently, even though the ABSD is high, that's something also we have against our edge that we have against our foreign investor. Okay, let's say if a Singaporean were to invest, our first property there is 0%, there is a 0% ABSD. But however, when a foreigner want to buy a property, they will have to pay 30%. Okay, for $1 million property, they will have to pay additional 300,000. Okay, but based on these maths, okay, you see, they save already 700,000, no, just to buy a property in Singapore. If let's say what is 300,000, they still save 400,000. To them, that is their mindset. That is what they are thinking. Okay, so that's why okay, foreigners are coming to buy properties in Singapore. Properties in Singapore, of course, to them is not as cheap as the place, but as their home country or whatsoever. Okay, but however, there are countries that they have where land is no issue, but for Singapore, they know that the political stability is there, the land scarcity is there, the people who can buy the property is also there, and the rentability is quite high also, based on the based on the people coming to stay in Singapore, to work in Singapore, to do their business in Singapore. Okay, so this is why Singapore still remain a very attractive country to invest in based on the foreigners itself. Okay, so don't lose this. We now, I hope you understand why is it, what benefit you have as a Singaporean and where you should park your investment portfolio in. Okay, for example, if those of you who are investing in US stocks, you know that every year there is with what they call it, withdrawal dividend, is it, or something like that, okay, of 30%. Okay, means if let's say you make $1, means if let's say Apple declare a dividend of $1, you have to pay 30% tax, which is seven. So you get back 70% as 70 cents. Okay, but for a US buying a US stock and get the dividend, they get the whole dividend of $1. Okay, so that's the difference between us and them. So currently in Singapore, we have this advantage over our foreign counterparts, investor. I hope this can, by looking at this, okay, you will have more appreciation being a Singaporean. Okay, but however, for those people, for every Singaporean, again, for every Singaporean, I guess, if you can use this knowledge, actually, you can use this knowledge also, okay, to compare the bank rates and the HDB rates, and how for you to become a better homeowner, for you to be able to have some cost saving as well. And why is it, why are people, why I myself am pushing some of my clients to buy a private property, because of the demand of foreign investor or foreign buyers coming in. Okay, for HDB itself. Okay, but however, okay, if let's say you can, I would try to. I usually would try to tell my client that, hey, you can buy. Maybe you can consider this option. Okay, because of the because of for HDB, you only can sell to locals. Okay, even the price will, of course, will, for me, I feel like the price will generally go up in future for property price. Okay, but however, for private property itself, there is a bit higher of upside and a bit higher of advantage in the terms of the numbers of buyers that are able to buy the property. Okay, So that's all about it for today. I hope it's not too heavy. Okay, if let's say you have any questions at all, okay, just drop me at the comment section below. Okay, hopefully I can answer some of your questions. But however, this is the end of this video. Okay, you can just text me at 9450872. If let's say you have any question, just drop me lah. Okay, I hope you have a good day today. Today's a Saturday. Okay, have fun with your family then. Okay, take care. Bye bye.